You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry ChillyBoy Chillson, and this is my review for All of Us Strangers. Now, before we get into this review, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. All of Us Strangers is a 2023 drama fantasy directed and adapted for the film medium by Andrew Hai, based on Strangers by Taiki Yamada. One night in his near-empty London tower block, screenwriter Adam has a chance encounter with mysterious neighbor Harry, which disrupts the rhythm of his everyday life. As the relationship between them develops, Adam finds himself drawn back to his childhood home, where his parents appear to be living just as they were on the day they died 30 years ago. The film stars Andrew Scott, Paul Mescal, Jamie Bell, and Claire Foy. So, based off all of the hype I had heard about All of Us Strangers, I could not wait for this film. Honestly, I knew pretty much nothing about it except for that it was a queer based film, which, if you know Andrew High, that should be rather obvious. That starred Andrew Scott and Paul Mescal. Based on the posters and what I kind of saw, I assumed this was quite the romantic film, might be kind of steamy, kind of sexy between Scott and Mescal, but I didn't know the rest of the premise. So walking into this, I was actually completely shocked when things started to unravel. And yeah, that's for the better because I love All of Us Strangers. This is one of those films that I actually have gained more and more love for it since I was able to screen it. I haven't really been able to stop thinking about it, stop dissecting it, and going over the emotional impact in my head. So let's go ahead and talk about the positives first. Well, I'm going to start the positives off with the screenplay because it's a pretty fantastic script. I'm obviously not familiar with the original work, but what Andrew Hyde was able to create here for the big screen was really moving, really inventive, and intricate throughout. These conversations were impactful. The twists and turns, the fantastical elements of it all are woven into the script stunningly. It really feels like a therapy session, if you will, working through grief, trauma, and loss. A man just really working through his life's baggage, and it works really, really well. And part of the reason it works so well is due to Andrew Scott, who plays Adam, our lead character. One of the best performances of the year for me. I thought he was amazing as the central character of this film. So much is accomplished from Adam Scott in every single frame here. It's really just fantastic work. The sorrow, the pain, the conflict, the happiness, all of it is there and in abundance just through Andrew Scott's facial acting. He is amazing. Paul Mescal is also fantastic in a much more effortless way, as is Jamie Bell, who has a few moments to truly shine through here. But for me, it's Andrew Scott and it's Claire Foy who steal the show because, oh my gosh, really a fantastic role for Foy to just sink her teeth into. And she is more than up to the complexities of who this person is. And the chemistry between all of them works so well. Whether it's a parental relationship we're discovering with Andrew Scott and his parents, or Scott and Mescal's romantic relationship, their sexual chemistry is off the charts. And of course, again, Andrew High is going to bring you those steamy sex scenes. And he doesn't skimp here either. But I also have to give credit to High's directing choices, particularly the choices of transition. The lighting is beautiful. The artistic choices here have merit, they have meaning behind them, and they have more hidden meaning as you go back and reflect upon the film. There's so much in every frame that require that second viewing in a really satisfying kind of way. And yeah, the editing is amazing. I thought the transitions were so freaking good in this movie. The editing, by and large, is so good. The original score is amazing, as well as the soundtrack. And I have to say, again, once everything kind of comes to light, Oof, it packs a huge emotional punch, one that might be a tad manipulative, particularly when it comes to the parents' side of the storyline. But there's even a deeper revelation for Adam as a character and for the audience that really works to beautiful effect. So then, what doesn't work so well when it comes to All of Us Strangers? Well, I have to say, I kind of wish we actually got more time with Paul Mescal and Andrew Scott's character. I think just having a few more interactions with them, having a little bit more time to breathe with them, would have added even more to that final impact. As it is, it already hits really hard. But for a film that was really kind of sold to me personally as a romance between these two characters, I wish we had even more of them together. I do also think maybe some of the grief stuff was a bit heavy handed. Some of the conversations that play get a touch heavy handed, though I do think they meet their ultimate goal and desired effect. So it's really not that big a negative for me. Though, if you want like super subtle with dialogue, you might find it a bit heavy handed at points. But that's all I really have. Because as I said, the more I've thought about this film, the more any complaints or negative thoughts just melted away. I honestly am kind of blown away by this. Thinking back on it, on the experience, on the screenplay, on what it was that I just freaking watched, just kind of leaves me a bit dumbfounded. Trying to piece everything together, and once you finally get those pieces assembled to what feels satisfactory, it's a really stunning piece, a really emotional, moving, personal, stunning piece with some amazing actors, some beautiful direction, and an absolutely stunning original score. I loved All of Us Strangers. So that was my review for All of Us Strangers. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Did you get the chance to see All of Us Strangers at a film festival or early screening as well? Or are you just really excited to check this one out? Have you heard of it? Let me know all of your thoughts either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.